evening, everyone. It's quite cold tonight. Hope you are. Stay warm. And welcome to our Wat Dhammakaya London today. And we have quite a few new people here today, and I have prepared some good, not so difficult for you presentation tonight. So hope you enjoy the time. However, since there are new people, well, giving yourself an opportunity for, having everyone know how to meditate together before we start. So allow me to give me an introduction how we meditate here. So that way you all can practice and enjoy your inner peace time together tonight. But for those who already know, don't worry, you still have time. Check yourself 3 things before you start. Number 1, check if your mobile phone is in silent or turn it off so that way it won't disturb your inner peace time. Number 2, toilet is in the back. If you need to use it, now would be the good time before we start, and you don't want that to disturb your inner peace, right? But finally, inner peace, I gotta go to toilet. That wouldn't be good, right? So last but not least, check if the room you are sitting, whether you are watching online or not. If it's quiet, then it's good, suitable for meditation. Don't worry, when we meditate here, you can move, you can adjust, but try not to make noise to disturb everyone's inner peace, because silence is also important factor to help you achieve stillness. All right? So that's how we gonna get ready. For those of you who already know, well, take it easy. But for those who are new, I'll make it short and easy for you. All right? Just give me a few moments to bring this up. Oh. There we go. Here we go. How we meditate. What I am about to introduce to you are just only introduction, but over time, when you come more often, you can learn and progress much better. And meditation are not just only one-time thing, or whenever as you're convenient. To help you progress better, practice make perfect. Come often, you can learn better. All right? So here, how we meditate. What we practice is called the middle way meditation, also known in the West as the middle way meditation. Okay? Currently, these are our 2 masters that are still teaching and exist at the moment. They are Venerable Luang Por Dhammachayo and Venerable Luang Por Datta Chivo. These are the current masters at the moment. As we go along in our class, sometimes we may have his teachings come across so you can know who are we mentioned about. Okay? And when you practice, the foundation for meditation are 1, make sure you are relaxed. These are the myths of meditation that those who are new or not used to meditation tend to have misunderstood. That meditation must be sitting on the floor, sitting back straight, closing eyes without moving like the Buddha statue. That is not true. If you are new or just slowly begin to practice meditation, comfortable position and relaxed feeling are a must. So if you are comfortable to sit on a chair, on a sofa, on the floor, no problem, as long as you are comfort. The feeling of comfort or relax are something you feel with your mind and body like. Your body are very empty, light, or as feeling like your body are not really weighting you down or weightless. Okay? Kind of like when you are sitting here, you don't worry about your body. That's the key for telling you that whether you are comfort or not. But if you feel heavy, feel struggle, feel sweat, feel uncomfortable at all, please, that is a sign you need to adjust. No need to force yourself to be still at that point. Good? Next foundation is mindfulness. If you are relaxed, your mind could be wandering. For example, you are sitting here with me, but you may thinking of your home, your friends, or whatever that you feel you want to do after this. That is mean that your mind are not focused. It's not mindful at all. So in meditation, which is the practice to train your mind to be focused, therefore, when your mind are losing its focus, it's not mindful anymore. So the foundation required here next is mindfulness. Then how do you know if you are mindful at this point or not? when you meditate, but you don't really know what you are doing or don't feeling aware of yourself. For example, you meditate, you feel so calm, relaxed. But as time goes, then the teaching monk said, open your eyes. You just open your eyes, but when he asking you, did you remember how do you feel? You don't know at all. That's a sign. You might have lost falling asleep at some point. So that's a sign, no more mindfulness, okay? So having these two is the foundation. Are you all right? Okay, that's startled me. All right. Next, what would you feel or having experienced when you're losing this balance between the two, the foundation? Well, number one, if you have such symptom here, when you're having too much mindfulness over relaxation, you would feel uncomfortable. Somewhere along the line, if you are not used to practice the middle way meditation or any kind of focus, if you're trying too hard, you would feel uncomfortable. When you are relaxed or when you are in the inner peace mode, the uncomfortable feeling would not surface. But if somewhere along the way you feel dry throat, feel sweat, feel uneasy, and you're beginning to, when it's going to be over. If you have such thought come, there you go. Too much effort. In this case, start over by open your eyes. No need to rush. Because our time coming over here is to practice meditation. That's the time for us to rest. We don't need to rush to go anywhere. Unless you are very hungry, that's another thing, right? So if you are hungry, don't worry. After this, you will get a chance to eat. So take it easy there, all right? Or if you are having too much relaxation or mindfulness, you would falling asleep or having wandering thought because your mind are not focusing anymore. That is how you know that the balance between mindfulness and relaxation has been lost. Are we clear on this part? Okay. But what to do next once you find your balance between these two? The middle way meditation offers two methods of choice. You can choose to do both or do just either one. The first method is good to help you maintain your focus, which is called visualization. You imagine or visualize something lightly, not too hard. Visualize something in this condition. Simple. And it must not create thought or emotion. For example, if I ask you to imagine a star, do you have the image of the star in your mind? In your head? Not your head if you say yes. Okay, good. All right. Silence is making me wondering. So if you nodding your head, that means you get the image of the star. But the size of the star, the color, the distance, or the actual image on each of us that we imagine may not be the same. But we all know and acknowledge that it's a star. That's good enough. You don't need to go to detail. When you go to detail, the symptom will show on your face. Switching eyebrows or feeling your eyes shutting too tight. When you try a lot, your tension will come over on your forehead. And it will feel on the nerve and every part of your body in the long run. So if you're having that kind of effort to visualize an object, don't. Okay? So my advice is, this may not be for you. So you don't have to use it if you feel this is not for you. But the benefit of this, I myself, when I'm using it, for example, I'm sitting and I don't have the image in my mind. And then the thought of me that, I am going to take shower after this surface on my meditation. Then I realize my mind has not been here anymore. So I imagine the sun. The moment when I imagine the sun, it brings my awareness back. That's it. That's how you use. But in case, if you already have your mind focusing here and you feel aware of yourself, but the thoughts come, it's so cold, when it's going to be warm, tomorrow what am I going to do? If you have such thought come, the second method is easy to counter, which is called mantra or repeating words. The mantra that I'm presenting here is the words that our great master, the founder of our meditation, the rediscoverer of our meditation, has been using since the time when he was still alive, is pronounced something like this: Samma Arahang, like that. Okay? Samma Arahang. Repeating this in the mind until the sound of the mantra in your mind fades away. But if you feel it's not familiar to you, you can use your own mantra as an option. I would recommend 2 words, but you can use more if you like. Something like breathe in and breathe out. Some go like to adapting to like peace in, peace out, something like that. Okay? Or some like bright and shine, bright and shine. However you feel. But all in all, these the focus in this method is to help you counter whenever the thoughts arise in the mind. Okay? This Samma Arahang, in case you're wondering what does it mean, it's an old ancient Pali word in the ancient scripture of Buddhism. It's loosely translated as the right or correct path to be away from difficulty of the mind, okay, or defilements that causing us trouble. And that is how we're using the meditation. And last but not least, the most important, how do you know if you are correctly practiced? The Master himself confirmed that receiving happiness every time we meditate, even just for a moment, this is confirmation that we are practicing correctly. So if you feel even just, I like this, or feel pause, feel calm and peaceful, even just for a split second, that's a sign. That is it. This is the way. Okay? Hopefully this is a tip for you that can help practice together. And since today we have quite I would call special session, so I will try to make it easy for you. All right. So hopefully not too long for you all. But all in all, if you check yourself 3 things for meditation already, all right, everyone, are you ready for the meditation? All right. Make sure you finding yourself sit in a comfortable and relaxed position, because we're gonna start now. Okay. In case you feeling is too long, if some of you are new and feel it's too long, you don't need to worry. Don't have to force yourself to close your eyes. In the time that you feel it's too long now, just open your eyes. Okay? You can look at the screen, sit still while you open your eyes, fine. But make sure you don't disturb your friend. Okay? When you feel more calm now, you can continue by close your eye and start over again. All right? Okay? I'm gonna turn this video just to help you have something to look when you feel like, oh, I'm bored or something like that. All right? But don't worry, it's not hypnotized or anything. All right. Now let us start by finding ourselves sitting in a relaxed and comfortable position. Then slowly close your eyes, just like you are about to rest or falling asleep. Relax your whole body, scanning yourself very truly. Check and see if there any tension, so you may adjust and resume the meditation. Begin to relax from the top of your head down to forehead. Relax your eyebrows, loosen eyelids, If you feel that your eyelids are shutting too tight, slowly reopen your eyes and close them down more gently. Making your face become soft and your head feeling light, free from all the thought on the inside. Continue down to the neck, shoulder, arms, forearms, down to the tips of your hands, making yourself properly adjusting. Continue to relax further from your body to your abdomen, your hip, your legs, all the way down to your feet. Spending this few moments adjusting the body. If you adjusting yourself properly, you would be content, feeling as if the body blend in with the atmosphere around yourself without needing to concern over the body anymore. Feeling as if you are the only one in this world. When you adjusting yourself properly, continue down to adjust the mind. Empty your mind, putting down everything aside for a few moments. Now is the time for yourself, for your mind, for the meditation. Begin to adjust the mind by imagine that you are sitting alone in a place that you like to be by yourself, somewhere where you feel just right, without concern over the matter of people, animal, or any matters of the past or the future. Somewhere in a vast open space, connected with nature, feeling soft and calm, especially comfortable, like on top of a mountain or somewhere in the middle of the ocean. Feeling calm and peaceful. Then take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Clear the thought Empty the mind as you breathe out. Slowly bring back your mind and rest it inside while you breathe in. Allow the mind slowly moving back into our body, gently and softly, like a feather, slowly moving down and softly touch on the surface of water, resting your mind inside the body at any point where you feel just right, or in the middle of your abdomen where it is the most balanced to rest your mind. From this point on, using your feeling that the mind is present inside yourself as you continue toward inner peace. Sometimes our mind may wandering outside, which is common. Slowly bring back your mind inside yourself by lightly imagine a star shine at the point where you rest your mind. Let the star shine as the mind stays within your body. Should your thought arise, don't worry. Calm the mind down by reciting the mantra in the mind. You may use your own mantra or the following mantra. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. Continue reciting the mantra in the mind until the sound of the mantra fade away, which telling us that we have found inner peace inside. Continue to observe our own mind as we progress. No need to rush or forcing our mind to be still or stop thinking. The mind is like a monkey. If you force or try to control, it would resist. Instead, let it be as you observe by making yourself become just an observer, not a director. Let us continue observe our mind in silence until the appropriate time. our mind and body in the balance of mindfulness and relaxation. As our mind gradually comes to a standstill, inner peace and joy slowly fill into the mind, feeling content and joy to stay at this moment, allowing the mind to be open toward positivity and loving kindness without boundary. Sharing this feeling of joy and peace toward the people that you love, starting from yourself to your family and friends, wishing everyone to be happy, free from all kinds of dangers or sufferings, expanding peace, sharing your loving kindness from yourself to everyone in this room, toward your home and family, your neighbor and neighborhood, your hometown, your state, your country, eventually the whole world. Sharing loving kindness with them all for a few moments before the end of our meditation. Take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Maintain the mind within yourself. Continue and allow the mind to rest inside as long as you can after the meditation. So tonight, you can take a rest and go to bed with the mind resting inside, having a good rest, and wake up refreshed tomorrow. Before the end of the session, the monk would chant a short blessing to end the session in an own ancient language. Sappha Puttha Nupavena, Sappha Dhamma Nupavena, Sappha Sankha Nupavena, Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. May you all be happy and stay with inner peace. And now slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoy your inner peace time with me tonight. All right, so allow me to give you some tips and sharing experience together for just a few moments before we go into our wisdom talk tonight. You can just let me know by raising your hand. For those who are watching online, you can just leave the comment. All right. If you are feeling relaxed, feeling good, raise your hand, please. Thank you. All right. You know, we meditate 40 minutes. Short about 5 minutes, but that's all right, right? So if you can do this for the first round, congratulations, you have done correctly. But if somewhere along the way, does anyone experience like your body transparent or disappear? Time fly by fast? Oh, very good. That's very good. Expanding too, right, Mr. Bob? That's good. Does anyone experience brightness and joy as well? At the moment, it's fine. You do? Just your hand? Okay, good. No one falling asleep, right? Okay, good. Well, if you do, don't worry. Falling asleep sometimes came from two causes. One, if we relax too much. And two, we don't have enough sleep or rest. So if you meditate and somewhere along the way you're feeling or hearing, don't worry, your friend is in Wonderland. You can be a good friend. Hey, wake up, But you'd have to check them, Anyway, and that is how you should. But when you practice meditation, remember, when you maintain your mindfulness, if you relax, continue. If you're uncomfortable, adjust. Falling asleep, stretching your back, maintain your awareness. But if you feel uneasy, feeling like it's too long, I want to quit, I want to go, if you have something like this, open your eyes, don't resist. The more you struggle, the more it will be even worse. So if you have such thought, open your eyes, calm down, no need to rush. Most of us try to achieve everything fast, but we don't get that fast all the time. In meditation, it takes time. Take it easy there. Consistency is the key. Okay? If you feel something you need to consult, we are there for you. Okay? But now, as for our time for wisdom talk tonight, this is what I have found, but I still could not find the reference where it's come from. But it's quite interesting topic that exchanged between the Buddha and one of the men at the time when they call the people, they call the Brahmin. The Brahmin is just like common man or lay person. However, these things are not involved with religious practice or anything, but it's more like a way of life and exchange the wisdom between the two, between the Buddha and the Brahmin. It's starting with the Buddha himself questioning the Brahmin, and the answer you can compare them between the two. That can open your wisdom and horizon of the way of thinking more. Okay, so let's take a look about these difficult questions that the Buddha asks. That difficult to answer as well, but nevertheless not too far from your achievement. You're gonna have to excusing me with my presentation. I just did this within an hour before we start because I tried to find a reference. I couldn't really find it I only find it in Thai, but compared with it in English, I couldn't find it. And so my presentation are not really beautiful as it should be. Okay, so hopefully this should do. Good. Okay, the first question when the Buddha asking the Brahmin here is quite interesting. So you can come along with me before we go further. What is the sharpest thing on earth? Anyone got the answer? Knife? A mine? Okay, good. I like that. Anyone else? Okay. Here's what did the Brahmin answer. He said, a knife that well sharpened, a sword. That's a good, sharpest thing on earth. The Buddha answered, a human tongue, a word spoken in wrath is the sharpest sword. I forgot the full stop, sorry. So that is what is meant. So that's therefore, no matter how sharpened it is, if it is a knife, when it's cut through our body, the pain will slowly heal and gone as it go over time. Or even death, you no longer feel pain. But as a human tongue, once it's here, passing through our mind, through the ear, it stay there forever. If it hurts, it stay there, whether intention or without intention. This is the sharpest thing on earth that the Buddha replied. So when then the Buddha asked the Brahmin again, who is very wise, countering with the Buddha, sharing their wisdom, what is the farthest thing from us? The farthest thing is like that you think that's farthest from you, from measuring yourself as you standing here, your home, your friend, star. The Brahmin replied, Buddha, it is the sun, the end of universe, that is the farthest. Do you agree? What do you think then? The Buddha answered, our distant past, what we have done, whether we still remember or not, we cannot reaching them. It's so far, we cannot go back. That's our distant past, good or bad, is in the past. Whether it's in this life, previous life, it doesn't really matter. It's in the past that we cannot reach. That's the farthest thing from us. Are you agree? Okay. The third question. Oh, I go quite very fast. Well, anyway. What is the biggest thing on earth? Do you have the same thing as mine? I'm thinking of the mountain. What do you think? He said it's on earth. So yeah, it's supposed to be the mountain. Wait a minute. Could it be the ocean? A sky? Well, the Brahmin said, it's the mountain, the whole earth itself, the ocean. This is the biggest thing that I can see. But the Buddha said, it's our desire. No matter how much we have, the more we have desire in our mind, It keep increasing and increasing. It's bottomless. Thus, we could never get the actual size of it because it keep increasing in our mind. That's our desire. It's the biggest thing on earth. Are you agree, everyone? Okay. Well, then what next then? The Buddha asks again, Brahmin, what is the heaviest thing on earth? 4 questions now. What do you think heaviest? I would say the rock. But wait a minute. Early on, I carry some water. Hot water also has some weight. So I believe that water is also heavy. So just like the Brahmin, it's the rock, right? The water, the soil, iron, these are heaviest. But the Buddha said, a promise that easier said than done. That's the heaviest thing on earth. Have you ever had that when you promise to someone and you must do it and you try to fulfill it? It's very burden on your mind. Pressuring yourself, try to keep the promise as it has been given. This is the heaviest thing on earth. What is the lightest thing on earth then? If there's a heaviest, there should be the lightest, right? The Brahmin said, well, Buddha, that's simple. A cotton, the air, or the fallen leaves. These are the lightest thing that we can see on earth. But the Buddha disagreed. He said, Brahmin, the lightest thing on earth is a feeling of letting go. When you let go of something in the mind, whether it's in negative or positive, or even better is when you realize the thing as it should be. For example, sometime when we meet someone and then the next day that person already passed away, it came as a shock in my case as well. In my time when I was a second year as a Buddhist monk in training, I met one of my seniors. He's just about a year, and he really liked to talk to me because he see that I'm quite unique or something. Just come and talk. I was like, well, it's good. He said, well, I'm gonna go have some vacation. I said, okay, well, go ahead. That's it. That's the last conversation. On the next 4 days, the news reaching, hey, he's dead. It was the shock because we were close, but not that close, but at least we are good friends. But then when you realize everyone come and go, no one stay very long, everything is only temporary in our life, our encounter too. Therefore, if understand this part, letting go is lighter. This is the feeling of that. Okay? Same thing too when you have practiced meditation. No matter what's in the mind, but if you starting yourself without holding on to that thought, your mind will be lighter and you will find this lightest thing on earth very soon and easily. Next question when the Buddha asked, am I pronounced it right, correctly, right? Okay, I think I need to check that. What is the closest thing? The closest, like very close, not the closet. You know what I mean, right? I'm missing it, like I said, very fast, in a rush, okay? The Brahmin mentioned here, our parents, our relatives, they are the closest thing to us. But the Buddha replied, Brahmin, death that follow us like shadow is the closest thing to us. It is following us the moment when we were born. We don't know when it's gonna come, and they follow us without letting go. This is truly the closest thing to us. The Brahmin agree. Then they're moving on to the next question, which is the last. What is the simplest thing for us? In here it means like simple things to do. Of course, what you do first thing when you born? Of course, breathing, crying, eating, sleeping, right? So the Brahmin just thinks just like us. He said to eat, to sleep, to talk, and to breathe, just like this little puppy. Okay, so this is the simplest thing for us to do. But the Buddha disagreed. The simplest thing to do is to speak nice, the Dhamma, share your wisdom to others. When someone feeling down, we don't have to hurt them. We can encourage them, sharing our wisdom, helping others. In this case, this is the best thing and simplest thing because it can benefit not only yourself and others. Thus, in order to do so, the Brahmins also realized the fact that it is something that is the truth that he should uphold. Understand this fact, he asked the Buddha to become his student. He asked King the Buddha that he could be his student. That's all. And that's the story between this conversation. But when you talk about simplest thing in here, sometimes when we are thinking of sharing or helping others, we thoughting of using our income, money, and helping to help others like that. Just like the billionaire or many people who are rich used to do. But the Buddha also mentioned here that there are 5 things that one can share without using wealth. Simplest, and the best too. Number 1, smile. Okay? You can just smile when you see someone, when they're feeling down, or see someone, if they are not feeling well, just smile. At least it's lightening the mood. That's number 1. Okay? Number 2, you can use your polite words. No matter how feeling one could be, but when hearing the polite words, welcome and kindness, it lightens up the mind. This already helps. This is number 2. Okay? And number 3, kindness. Show your kindness. Disregard of what they are, but if your intention to help, the kindness will reaching them. Animals can also feeling them, whether you are love, whether you are angry. That's human too. You can feel them when you are close to them, showing kindness with honesty. Okay? Number 4, this one could be quite difficult, but I think you could understand. Kindness gaze. When you look down on others, the eye, which is like the window of the heart, is also showing that. So, but if you show with kindness, kindness want to help, this can also using as a way to communicate. And the last one is your effort, your labor and time. You can use your time, your body to help others whenever they are needing help. This is something that one can do simply without using any money. At the very least, like for example, when the temple having a big event, we need a volunteer. This is when the time you can helping. And so, this is something that one can share, and it's not only just benefit yourself, but others as well, because you are making yourself become useful to others. By giving to others like this would be more fulfilled and content than just receiving. Okay? And that's it for our topic for today. We're still having time, so allow me to giving you some advertisement before the end. Okay? For those who are interested, we're having online activity in our temple. Right now, if you are watching on broadcasting in online, we are also broadcasting on our YouTube channel, Wat Phra Dhammakaya London, or on Facebook, DMEU, every Tuesday, Thursday, but Saturday is special, only broadcasting on DMEU Zoom and Facebook only. But as for myself, I'm starting a community of those who like to meditate or being a friend to meditate to each other. You can join me on Facebook or on Zoom, which is called Great Teaching Monk. You can check for all the detail over the board over there. And this is the Zoom, DMAU, and my GTM Zoom channel. You can use at your own convenience, of course free of charge. But if you ever come to check on YouTube channel, we also have the record of every session that I have made, including DMEU over there. It's free of charge, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Press the bell to get notification of the new video. Okay? All right. And this is my Facebook page of what it looks like. Okay, now, as it is, everyone, I would like to presenting on our special guest teaching monk on this upcoming Saturday on the MEU Zoom. This is on the Simple Life project of our teaching monk teaching on the topic of how to live a more meaningful and happy life. And this is the second part on this week, with the first part already passed on last week, but you can check the video on our YouTube channel, Great Teaching Monk, or DMAU on Facebook. On November 26th, on this upcoming Saturday, we have guest teaching monk who is Venerable or Monk River. Okay, Monk River recently reordained as a Theravada Buddhist monk after a previous 10-year ordination was interrupted by his health issue. With over 30 years of experience in meditation, along with a 4-year meditation retreat, he brings a wide and deep knowledge of meditation to Eastern wisdom. So what he's gonna share, well, find that out on this upcoming Saturday on Zoom or Facebook only. Okay, and this is what the MEU Zoom on Facebook look like. However, if you wonder if there gonna be anything interesting upcoming Tuesday and Thursday on here at Dhammakaya London, now we have teaching monks at this time, just like this every Tuesday and Thursday. But unfortunately, since it's coming to Christmas next month, the week of Christmas and New Year will be closed. So we're taking some break too, and I'm sure you want to spend time with your family. But hey, come back again after the session is open. Don't stay too long. Don't stay in the winter in your home too long. Come join us in person. All right, everyone. And that's it for today. Hope you have a good rest, and see you again in our next session. Next session will be, yes, it's my turn on upcoming Tuesday. Hopefully, see you all coming back again. Okay.
Does anybody have any questions? And our next session will host next teaching
May the good deed that you had done through the practice of meditation together tonight, may you have a good rest and finding inner peace everywhere you go and whatever you do.